Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on Cole's Earth Driller. This is set number 70669 and it comes with 587 pieces and 4 minifigures. Now before I get into this video, there is a couple of things I want to say. First of all, this isn't going to be a Jane Bricks video and it's not going to be like probably most reviews you've seen. This is just going to be me sitting here with the set. Of course there will be close-up shots of this and also some on a turntable just to show you the build's a little bit close while I talk about it. And the second thing is that this is going to be kind of a regular thing on the channel now. So there's going to be a playlist called Luke's Reviews, probably going to be called Luke's Reviews. I'm not exactly sure yet what it's going to be called, but it's going to be centered around me doing reviews mostly about sets I get in this style. Now the rest of the LNC Bros will be doing reviews as well. I don't know what style they're going to go for with this, but this is my style that I just prefer. And the third thing is that I like this set a lot because I bought it with my own money, so I'm going to have a very positive outlook on this set. So if you're looking for somebody to tell you that this set's just great and that you probably want to buy it, and this will definitely give you a reason if you like the set yourself, this will definitely help you be like, yeah, I really do like this set, and maybe even persuade you to get it. Because I personally like this set just because I bought it with my own money and chose it out of every other set I could have gotten. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to this Stone Warrior build. So here's the Stone Warrior, and really what this is just a minifigure built with Lego bricks instead of, pre-molded pieces and all that. So it can do a lot of just things that minifigures can do. Like one of my favorite things is that it can do this little split move right here where a ninja would land. It really reminds me of things that happened in the Lego Ninjago movie, and I really like to do this with minifigures, and I'm super glad to get this type of posability with these because it has just enough friction to be able to do that. And it can even lift up all the way like this, set on the ground even, and you can just have it setting down looking over a shelf or something. I just think that looks really funny. Definitely gives a whole new character to this, just with the different poses you can get. There are a lot of stickers in this set, I gotta say, at least for the Stone Warrior. The belt right here has a lot of stickers. I guess that's supposed to be some sort of armor that is added to it, and the legs also have stickers. So there's really no prints besides the face right here. Speaking of, well, the head, I do want to get into a little bit of that because it has a pretty good bit of posability. It can move at full 360 degrees, even though I don't think you're going to be doing that because I don't think it's actually physically possible. But I mean, if you want to, hey, there's a ninja back there, then you can definitely do that. If there was a ninja behind it, could look at full 360 degrees and then warn everybody else. But I'm pretty sure you'd just be doing like this, so you could get any pose that's realistic or unrealistic, whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the head. I really like the shaping of the helmet though, I do want to say, and I like how they included Batman wings. I wonder if that's a reference to Lego Batman. No, I'm just kidding. It looks really good though, and those are from the Lego Batman movie, I think. Not sure if those were introduced there or if those were introduced in a different theme. The body is just like a two torsos supposed to represent that, just like Garmadon or Kozu, I think he was a minifigure, from season 2 as well. The arms have a pretty good bit of posability, even though this does stop it a little bit. That doesn't really bother me because you don't really need it to go much farther, because you can actually get it to angle in front of it and be able to fight somebody that's like on the ground. But I would think it'd fight people that were like up here, so you would kind of get the arms posed just like this. So yeah, very cool. If I sound out of breath, it's because I am. It's a little bit hot today, like because it's getting towards summer now. So if I sound out of breath, it's not because I'm about to have a heart attack. It's because it's just really humid and hot today. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Stone Warrior. I really like it mostly because it works a lot like a minifigure and just feels like a minifigure to me. Like I think it would scale really well to like an action figure or something. So you can definitely play with this with other toys, even though some people might be offended by that because I don't know why. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this build. Let's move on to, I guess, Cole's Earth Driller, and we'll do the minifigures last. Okay, here is Cole's Earth Driller, the main reason you get this set, and of course the actual name of the set. Now this is like the second version of Cole's Earth Driller. They had an earlier version of this, and this definitely is a lot better than that version. So there's a couple of action features that I want to get to before I get into anything else. And the first action feature, like the big action feature, is that it can roll back and forth, and this counter rotates. This little thing spins, that spins, just a lot of spinning rotation, and it all comes from one wheel. It's actually this one. It's this one right here, and you don't even have to roll it. You can actually take this little back thing if you're standing in place and there's like a rock wall, but you can't move through it because it's going to take a little bit to kind of get through, or you're just trying to not like go through something, you're trying to get to something, so you don't want to run through it. You can easily just do this and it doesn't even move. Like the tire won't cause it to move because of the gears. If you can see that at the bottom, it has just the type of gears that'll let it do that. And I think that's super cool because they didn't have to include this if they, you know, didn't want to, but I think it's definitely an added feature that really helps for playability. It does have 2 stud shooters, and I'm not one of those YouTubers that doesn't fire off their studs. I lost those. Yeah, so it has a lot of engine detailing as well, and I really like it. But other things that it can do, besides detailing and things, is that it can open the cockpit. It can be a little bit hard to get to because it's hard to place. You have to get it perfectly centered, but I've actually kind of got used to it, so it works really well now. And in the inside, you have a place for 2 minifigures, and if I grab Cole and Kai over here, then I can easily place them in. It works pretty decent. And you have a couple of stickers in there. This is pretty much the only place. There's like 4 stickers in the cockpit. They're rather small, so if you don't like stickers, I'd still put them in because it's really funny. Cole has some speakers in the back, I guess, to listen to the Weekend Whip, which is pretty funny, pretty nice inclusion right there, because it just reminds me so much of Cole from Legacy, which is actually what it's supposed to be, so you know. It just reminds me so much of that. I like all the rock detailing also, and this isn't a sticker, this is a print. So that's pretty much it for Cole's Earth Driller. I will say that it has these spinning tires that are actually plastic, not rubber, and they actually work pretty good. They make a nice noise, and I definitely like that. And it has 2 places on the very back to just hold minifigure accessories. Oh, it's not meant to do that. Don't not buy this set just because. Let's see if I can get this to work. Oh, give me just a second. There we go, first chop. So yeah, it can hold both accessories, even though Kai technically comes with 2 accessories, 2 katanas, but it'll only hold one of those, so I don't even have Kai with a second katana. I just gave him one because it's easier to transport when they're both in the driller. So yeah guys, let's move on to the figures, and I will give my final thoughts about the entire set in the end of the video if you're interested in staying for that. Okay, so here are the 4 minifigures that come in the set. 2 of them are good guys, which is Cole and Kai, and 2 of them are just 2 Stone Army warriors. And of course, if you want to count the big thing, I count it as a minifigure, even though technically it's like a big fig, like buildable thing. First, we're going to start with Cole, so we're going to go from right to left and just go all the way from there. So Cole right here looks exactly like he did from Legacy, just like all the Ninja did basically. He has this new cowl piece, I don't know if it's called that, maybe it's just called a mask. And it has brown and black for the color scheme. They've definitely brought that back, and they even have some gold accents through the figure. So I really like this figure. I wanted it for a while. I only had one Cole before this, so I definitely wanted to get that. And the 2 facial expressions are happy and kind of angry. I guess maybe the whole story of the set's supposed to be that the Stone Army warrior stole his golden weapon, so maybe he's upset about that. Or anything else you make in play for a storyline. I know that I could definitely use that because I've came up with quite a couple stories for this figure so far. I haven't had it for that long though, so I'll definitely come up with more in the future. The second figure is Kai. Kai looks exactly like he does in Legacy with his dark red little piece tied around his light red mask. And his 2 facial expressions are happy and angry. Once again, he has his Lego Ninjago movie face, and of course Cole does as well. His torso printing looks really good, and I've wanted a Kai for a while. This is actually my first ever Kai minifigure ever. I had 9 before this, so I'm very happy to get that in a set that's only $40, and you get 4 minifigures and 2 builds. So very good deal there. The next figure is this Stone Army Scout, I believe they called him. He comes with this stud blaster, and I can't fire that off. Okay, that fires fast. Yeah, usually these fire fast. He got that in like a purple color, the stud shooter thing, and his face is like an orange color, or yellow color actually. So I don't know if I've ever seen that before. It's probably in other sets, but I don't know if I saw that this season or not. and he just has like the regular Stone Army printing, and this is actually called a bowcaster. I don't know if I said that before. This red hat and just a very detailed, nice figure. You know, I kind of wish he had toe printing, if that's what it's called, because the other ninja do. Well, he's not a ninja, but the ninja do. And I think this is a Stone Army Warrior is what they called it on the box. I don't have the box still because somehow I lost it. I was going to keep it for this review, but I lost it somehow. I don't know how that happened. He has the same torso printing as the other one, and I think the same leg printing. The difference with this guy is the 2 red katanas, and his helmet's definitely different. He comes with this helmet with the red piece right there and then black for the rest of it. And he also has a green face, which is another difference, and I think the green face actually looks really cool. Makes it look like, I mean, if I'm gonna say this, it's like kind of like moss. I don't know, it's like the color of moss to me. Maybe a little bit darker than that, but when I say, I kind of just think of it as like a Stone Warrior. So I would think that maybe he created it with using like natural elements and stuff. I'm not sure if that's actually how it goes, but that's just how I kind of think of it. So that's pretty much it for the minifigures. I definitely like the inclusion of all 4 of these figures, and I think they did an amazing job. Even though Kai has came in several sets, I'm glad to get him. So even him coming in this many sets, I probably wouldn't have got a Kai for this season if it wouldn't have been included in this, since he's not really my favorite ninja, but definitely a great figure nonetheless. So let's go ahead and get to my final thoughts on this set, and yeah, let's do that. Okay, so here is my final thoughts on the set, and I'm going to kind of start from here on Cole's Earth Driller with my final thoughts on that. So Cole's Earth Driller is a nice inclusion to, well, not even an inclusion, a nice main build, let me say. And I'm glad they included the stud shooters, because they really didn't have to do that, because I don't think it shot anything in the season. I think they did a very good job upgrading it from the original, and I think it just is very nice to get, and I'm glad that they chose to make that a set instead of anything else. Gonna set that over there. For the Stone Warrior, I'm most happy that he's like a regular minifigure, just with 2 torsos and 2 arms, and I think he just really captures the look of what a minifigure would look like if it looked like this. Of course, with less brick built and more preformed pieces, and they pulled this off very well, getting it to do all the poses that I want it to, and just being able to have lots of play features as far as, well, just posability, which is the only play feature here. Oh, and one more thing, it can actually hold a figure, so if you want it to hold your Cole figure, then you can get it to do that. So that's another nice thing that it is able to do, and kind of, you know, throw them around, and maybe Cole could come up and punch him and then maybe knock him down. So it's pretty cool, because there's lots of playability in just this one feature, honestly. Final thoughts on the minifigure selection is that I definitely like it. There is a lot of Kai's in Legacy, like I said before, but still a nice inclusion, and Cole is just the perfect figure. He looks exactly, okay, he's my favorite ninja. I'm kind of bragging on this figure because he's my favorite ninja now. He used to not be, but he just kind of has really grown on me as a character in Ninjago. And the 2 Stone Warriors, I'm trying to grow a Stone Army army? Yeah, I'm trying to grow an army of these guys. So this is definitely helping. I have 3 in total right now. Not sure if I'll get any more, but it's definitely nice to have a couple. Kind of do want to kind of order some more just to have a gigantic army to display, just like their stormtroopers. Very masterful characters and just amazing overall. So yeah, final thoughts on this set. Amazing set. I really have nothing to complain. There was actually no complaints. I just kind of realized there's no complaints in this. I like everything about this. I don't think they could have did anything better. This is all I could ask for, and I'll see you in the next review, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on this playlist next time, because I'm pretty sure this is already a playlist by the time this video is uploaded. See you next time.